Good evening, members of Spiritual and Cryptid Encounters. For those who tune in here on the stream, YouTube, Facebook, and those who follow my several TikToks under AbeCS895. How's everybody doing this evening? I hope everybody's doing great. Tonight we'll be having a special guest. His name is Brother Melvin. He will be sharing his experiences of what he's and share his wisdom and knowledge of things that he's experienced and seen he's a very knowledgeable person, and we're glad to have him here on Spiritual Cryptid Encounters. Hope everybody is having a nice evening. In saying that, brothers and sisters, I'm shooting out a couple of links. Well, let me do this first before I shoot the links out. Well, you know what? I'll share the links first. Let me try to get them in here. Hi, do real MMA. Hope you're doing good. I'm just going to share this live feed real quick. I already invited the guests that we're going to have here on Spiritual and Cryptid Encounters. I'm just waiting for them to link up with me here. Well, meanwhile, I will share this live feed with the groups that I'm affiliated with. I already got one in here. We got Brother Melvin in the house. How you doing, Brother Melvin?
I'm doing good,
How you
Dave.
doing
How you?
tonight? Alrighty.
Just
How you
started.
doing? I see your son over there. How you doing? I hope you're doing great.
Abe is waiting to
Let me raise up
pull up,
the
pull up a
volume a
chair.
little bit here.
Get that chair and pull it up.
Yeah, it's fine. You can pull up a chair, man.
No, I told him to pull up a chair.
Yeah, yeah. Uh,
I just have to pull up that chair.
Let me share this live feed out real quick. I was waiting for cousin Jesse to jump in. Uh, I don't know. He might not have gotten the memo yet, but here we are. Let me send. Let me share off this live real quick before we continue. How you doing, brother? Happy. I think I know we did a set of Happy New Year last time or not. But how you doing, man? How's the weather where you at?
It's like cold and rainy, but the air here is not good too good at all. I'm not sure what's going on with the air, but it's like I believe they dropping something down in the chemtrails. That's
Oh, the chemtrails.
yeah, but this time is really bad. Whatever they dropping down, I'm not sure what's going on, but it's messing
Yeah,
with
I
my
noticed that.
sinus.
Yeah, it's like I don't know if it's allergies, but I try to stay. I'm trying to stay away from being outside, man. A lot of pollen falls around this time frame.
Yeah, but
Gives
that's
you
just
like
flu.
flu-like symptoms.
Yeah,
Yeah, I noticed that. Yeah, it's like I don't know if it's allergies. But I take allergy medicine now after getting sick every year. I didn't know that the allergy cedar was one of them that was pretty bad, like in this area where people you get sick. We got real MMA. I don't know if you see him there, brother, in the comments. All right, I'm done sharing. I'm just waiting for Harry's cousin Jesse. Let him join here. How you
Howdy,
doing,
howdy,
cousin
howdy.
Jesse?
Howdy, howdy to everyone. How y'all doing?
We're ready to get the show rolling here, man. I know there's
Let's do-
we shared that we're gonna go live with brother Melvin. Hopefully everybody joins here tonight.
Well,
Well,
a lot of our viewers are over there with Josh.
yeah, that's fine. You know how we always do. We just go with it. You know.
Let's just get it started. What's up, Real MMA? How you doing,
Oh,
Melvin?
Jesse. Jesse said hello.
How you doing?
So yeah,
Oh,
you got
Jesse.
your shirt on, cousin. Let's
Yes,
see the
sir.
shirt. Uh, oh, it's like a Green Reaper.
Yeah, I have some more pictures to share with you, but I'm
Okay,
trying to get those out right now.
all righty.
Hip
Yeah, I
squeeze,
got
Real
some other.
MMA.
I got some. I didn't put on no shirt today. I just put on my tanker shirt on.
That's a cool shirt, man.
Nice.
Yeah, well, I have a buddy that retired as a first sergeant, and that's what he does.
Well,
He's got you can look it up. His name is Corey Stevenson. I got pictures with him when he came. He blessed me with a shirt, a couple of shirts already. He was a retired first sergeant. He's a tanker, and he blessed me, and I blessed him with some minerals. You know, remember the one I was telling you was going to Fort Worth, and
yeah,
I gave him some minerals because there was some activity happening in his house. He's a good guy. You know, we climbed the ranks together. The only thing is that I had to leave early because of the ailment that I had. But he stayed in and he made it all the way to first sergeant, retired. And then I got another one that made it all the way to sergeant major. You know, they were my buddies,
as much as I love
homeboys.
that shirt, man, I don't think I could ever wear it because I never served. So I don't think I could ever wear anything like that, man. It wouldn't feel comfortable for me.
I think got shirts even for those that haven't served. He's got shirts. His business is called Recon One. Recon One means that you're ready to go. Uh, so that's a saying. Tankers used to say Recon One. That means that you're ready to go, lock and loaded, and you're ready. Just do whatever the mission is. You know, and
You
that's
ready
the
to
name of
handle business?
yeah, handle business. That's I'll show you the shirt. See y'all can see it. No, it's a little bit dark over here where I'm at. I'll show it to y'all so you can get it bigger.
That's nice.
I like that, man. I like that. You know how I am about military stuff, man. I used to wear your brother's stuff all the time back when I was a
Oh,
teenager.
yeah,
Huh?
yeah. It's he done blessed me with another a hat. You know, like I said, I blessed him with minerals, and he blessed me. He's been knowing that I'm been a spiritual guy all the time, that I could sense things and all that. So that's why he came to me for help and stuff. But he knows how I've been the same way I am right now. I used to be in the military that way. Uh, so that's my homeboy. Uh, real good friend of mine, and he's got his business called Recon One. You, he's got good merchandise in there, man. Nice shirts, but for those that support, or you just want
Welcome,
to
honey.
buy one just to wear one.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
let me go to the comments here.
Yeah, man.
shit.
I used to have a Desert Storm, one of those hats that they
Yeah,
would wear for the desert. I had some boots. I went to a party, man, and fell asleep while I was drinking. And when I woke up, my hat was gone, and so were my boots.
oh
They stole
man,
my boots, man. They stole my
somebody
boots.
that rap deboed you, man.
Yeah,
I mean,
they stole my boots, man. I was so upset. They were Desert
oh
Storm boots.
man, you must have been plastered, cousin. If you let somebody get that close to you, man, take your
Man,
stuff.
I have been drinking for 3 days, man.
Oh, that'll do it.
Yep. But
Uh,
yeah, whenever y'all ready to get it started, we get it started.
Yeah, hey, I'm just sharing these pictures with you.
okay, he's gonna share some photos with me. Let me go up
So
here and look.
I'm sharing how the owls would come around me, and they would hand me their feathers and everything, and let me pet
Oh
them and
wow.
stuff. And like certain type of natives or Navajos, they would be afraid because of of the owls.
Yeah,
But the
Well, yeah.
Lakotas would threaten the Navajos or different other tribes with the owls. It's like
Welcome,
which
runner. Yeah, I
which
got a
triggered.
story about that, man. We captured an owl, man, and we took it to a palero. And when he saw it, he said that because it was still knocked out, man, in the bag, and he pulled
Um,
it out, and the owl was still knocked out because we beamed it with a rock. And when he pulled it out the bag, he said, "When these things screech, it's bad luck." And he slapped it once on the head. That thing woke up screeching. About a week later, somebody shot him in, and he had to get a colostomy bag. Man, he went around with a colostomy bag for 5 or 6 months before they put in new intestines, man. So what he said about them when they screech that it's bad luck, it really is, man. He got shot like just a couple of days after he made that thing screech.
yeah, my my ex girlfriend, she her man on her property, it's like relatives. That's a whole different story. I mean, she told me all of it, but like, I mean,
Stop smoking.
these people kill each other, man. I mean, over nothing. They send the skinwalkers after these people. They just start murdering straight out.
Oh wow, wow.
Like I told them, like, listen, I don't want to know. Don't bring it over here. But since COVID, the COVID, and once I got custody of my son, that put the nail in the coffin with all relationships. So I'm not going to choose my son, over woman.
I hear you, man. I hear you.
So it's like
let me see if I can raise up some of the volume over here so we can hear him better. How about there? Say something.
you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Just trying to get you to sound a little bit louder. I think you sound good.
Maybe it's on my end.
Yeah,
No, you sound good now.
All right.
go. We got Runner in the house. How you doing, Runner?
You got smoking up in the house as well.
Smoking.
We have I don't think we have any moderators in here, man, but that's cool.
That's all right. I can moderate from here. Would you like to introduce yourself to the audience, Brother Melvin?
Hey, my name is Melvin, and this is my son Spencer.
Hi, Spencer.
Brother Spencer.
Everybody say hello. Yeah.
How you
Hello,
doing, Spencer? Welcome to the show.
hello,
How
Mr.
you doing,
Jesse.
Spencer?
Hello, Mr. E. Hello, everybody in the chat. How is
Welcome to
everybody
Studio.
tonight? Happy Shabbat Shalom. How's everybody doing tonight?
We are good. We are good.
We're doing awesome.
Yeah, okay, runner. I'm sorry. You're mine. Awesome. My bad, bro. I didn't see the wrench on there.
What did you say, please? I couldn't really hear that. That broke up.
Yeah, I was talking to runner too. He's a
Oh,
mod.
He's a moderator.
Yeah, he's a moderator.
oh, okay.
Yeah, take it easy, runner.
Where's your headset? Let's see if we can plug that in to the auxiliary over here. I
Welcome, Bernard Fox. How you doing, brother?
Dylan Bernard Fox.
I just told you, so go get it.
Uh-oh.
So it's I'm going to give the platform to you, brother, brother Melvin.
You don't have one of these?
So you can say, speak whatever you want to speak about. Start it with whatever you want to speak about.
The floor is yours, sir.
If I can buy your cord, I can use the USB buy your cord.
What cord?
With the phone charging cord. Because it's using the phone charging, so I have to plug it into.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. He wanted to listen in. So I was waiting for
Uh,
him.
yeah, I'm just giving the platform to you, brother. Whatever you want to share here on spiritual cryptid encounters.
Oh,
Yeah, man. Like you were saying that the air, man. There's a lot of things that come across the ocean, and it causes people to get sucked over here. Dealing with the dust that comes all the way from, I believe, from Africa. It crosses all the way through the ocean, and it hits a lot of people in the islands and in the United States or near the Gulf, right?
okay. See if you can hear. Can you hear? Yes or no?
I want to hear nothing.
Well,
No, it's just charging my headphones. That's all.
well, put it back.
Yes, you can only use the off. That's all I hear.
Why don't you plug this in?
Okay, I'll use the Bluetooth.
Yeah, Melvin's feeling a little bit underneath the weather, cousin Jesse. He had been sick for a couple of days now, I believe.
Yeah,
This weather change.
You be catching a cold, man. What I do when I catch a cold, man, I down bottles of NyQuil and then cover up the whole bottle. That usually works for me.
yeah, but it's something in the air. It's not that I'm even sick. It's in the air.
So it's an allergy.
It's something really bad. It's not. I'm not even sick. This is like clear mucus stuff that's coming from the air. Put it back in my room.
Yeah, you don't know what they spray in the air when they make those chemtrails, man.
Yeah, I
That's what he
know.
was talking about. That I think it's those chemtrails that is causing them to be sick.
Yeah, man, and then before this snowstorm came in, dude, they came the heck out of the sky over here in Fort Worth, man. So yeah, that had something to do with all this snow.
Yeah, they did it over here too.
Because they were making grids, man, all across the sky.
Yeah, like I said, it's not even a cold. It's just it's like tonight. I had some hot vegetable soup with chicken sausage, and once I had that, all that stuff was drained out. So then, I set my alarm clock so I can be in time for the show, and I was doing fine before I went to sleep. So once I uh, fell asleep, then all it came back on. It was gone for a brief moment, and then all of a sudden is right back in. I think it's also in the air or the ducts of my ventilation.
You tried changing the filters on that AC unit yet?
And I change it all the time, but it's
Mm.
like is what I said that I'm going to do is like I'm going to sell this house and just find another one that has a better
So things
vent.
like mildew, mildew can cause that too. If there's any kind
Yeah,
of mildew,
mildew. Yeah, mildew
mildew
can
can
get
cause
you.
those symptoms. I know
You can
I
use.
was in a house one time and there was mildew that was building up. I didn't know it was building up after it snowed. There was mildew all over my walls and everything. We got out of there, man. We finished paying our We fulfilled our contract of being there. Then we moved out, moved to a different location because there was mildew everywhere, mildew in the closets. Mildew will cause that symptoms like that.
Yeah,
You could take that. You could use the Mexican cure-all, man. Get you some Vicks Vapor Rub. That's what we use for everything.
Yeah.
I used to use that back in the days, but it's kind of hard to find that anymore. It's like you can't get Vicks Vapor Rub like they used to make it really strong. It's very hard to find a strong one. So I would buy my own what you call it liniment what you call it what do they put in it? What's it called what is it for the vapor rub? What is it called? The eucalyptus. So I would buy my
Mm.
own and put it in some oil and rub it all over. But since I moved out here to Georgia, it's kind of hard to find the herbs locally. So I have to travel like at least 2 hours to 3 hours away to get anything.
Oh wow.
Find you a Mexican swap meet, man. They sell all the stuff from Mexico over there that's 100% strong. You got
Yeah.
Vapor Rub that's actually Vapor Rub.
Okay. Well, I'm going to try to find one. Because this is ridiculous. But I moved here because I want to be close to Florida, so I can find a house in Florida. So hopefully I'll get something off the Coast. I will find something. You
Awesome,
know,
awesome.
citrus groves. I love. I would like my citrus, coconut seeds, banana trees, lemon lime, key limes, and I'm on a mission to find you know what I want. Hopefully,
After Florida kicked out all the Mexicans, man, I don't see why you would find trouble finding a house, man. Florida got rid of all the Mexicans.
I don't
Oh
know.
man.
I don't even know what's going on in Florida 'cause I don't pay the news.
Just don't go to the mall because they supposedly see aliens.
They weren't aliens, man. They
Yeah,
were vultures.
that
They
was
were vultures, man. They were
Uh,
fallen angels.
remember when they put the video, the aliens or where they're going, that was all AI
I,
generated and stuff.
yeah. I thought that was like strange, but I didn't try to feed into it. But people were panicking, so um, it has to be something to it.
Well, I was laughing, man, because they got rid of all the Mexicans. The grapes spoiled in the field. Nobody was there to pick the citrus, so that spoiled as well. So yeah, you shouldn't have
Oh
any
wow.
credits for finding a house in Florida, man, or work because there's nobody working.
Oh, it's like I picked my own, so I'm trying to get like at least 20 acres close to an inlet. So once I go get something close to an inlet, then I can go fishing all the time on the ocean
Welcome,
because
Chris.
whatever's on the
Yeah.
ocean comes in the inlet.
The only thing you have to
Yep.
be careful when you're near the coastline is hurricane season.
I'm used to hurricanes. When I lived in New York, we have nor'easters and hurricanes all my life when I lived up there, so there's really no difference.
I heard
Trees
there's going
catch.
to be a lot of land in California near the ocean. It's going to be vacant,
Yeah, but
and
how much you're going to charge for that? They're
those houses that well, all that area that burned down, man. That was a lot of acres, a
right,
lot of
but
homes they burned down.
they're
Well,
already have it
they
priced
were
out.
they were showing snippets of news, man, where these guys were setting fires just so that they could loot the houses, man. They were doing a lot of looting while it was burning, man.
Oh
Yeah,
wow.
they try to blame
So,
them, but that wasn't them that did that.
showed a couple of brothers coming out of a house with carrying two TVs, big TVs. I was like, what?
Wow.
Saw the Mexican driving away on a lawnmower. I was like, what are you doing, lawnmower, man? It's burning.
He was trying to win the lawnmower. He robbed them.
Yeah,
He stole them.
he stole the
That was
tractor, man.
the driveway vehicle, the lawnmower.
Going
No, he
against
took off on the
Couldn't get so
lawnmower,
far with
man.
gas.
I was like, man, it's burning. Why you need a lawnmower? It's gonna grow back to next year.
like the song say, running against the wind.
Yep.
It's crazy, man.
But they trying to blame other people when they know it wasn't. It's like but again,
We live in
either that,
crazy times, man.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
like
I heard that. I think one of the insurance companies had dropped a lot of the homes like a couple of months ago. Like
way
they knew
before
something was going to happen.
is way it was planned. It was planned ahead of time.
I can see it now, man. Smokey the Bear's out there, and that Native American when that one tier, they're just out there hugging each other, man. Because you're not supposed to burn, and the
Yeah,
Indian is just,
But you,
huh?
Cheech and Chong are out there hugging too.
but
They're,
the
they're burning the
reptilians,
crops.
reptilians are underneath L.A. as well.
Oh yeah.
Reptilians.
So it's like we don't know what's planned. Right? We don't.
Well, what I heard about that, man, was that the treaty that humans had with the reptilian expired. So now the reptilians are free to come up and hunt.
That could be.
Mm. And the government can't do nothing about it because the treaty expired, man.
That could be part of it.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that could be the reason that all those houses burned? Maybe there was a killing spree going on over there.
No,
They
it's
get rid of the
the
evidence.
government clearing the way.
Heard the a lot of those locations that were buried is because they're trying to get at rid of the evidence of the underground tunnels, so the
Right.
PGD tunnels.
So they're using a
So that
scorched earth method.
Well,
well,
I
they
mean,
get rid of the homes and they get rid of the evidence of people. When they're doing the investigation, where's the homes that they're going to go raid to investigate if they're gone?
Yeah,
You know,
scorched earth works.
the thing is, you can burn the tunnels. I mean, I'm only sure they found the tunnel in Vitiges home. They can follow the tunnel because fire is not going to go underneath the tunnel.
right.
It stays only on top.
Well, it is what it is.
There we go. So you wanted to share, you wanted to think of something, brother, anything, and we can share some pictures if you
Yeah.
like, or we can share
Well,
the pictures midway the show, or how
yeah.
you want to do this?
Let's show. Well, I want people to get a good look at these pictures because there's the pictures that I sent you of the
Footprints?
the prints. They're at the peak of the Sandia National Forest Walk, which is not too far from where people live. So it's like maybe a few blocks from
Looking beyond the box.
where people live. Now I didn't know it at the time um, when I taken these prints and got pictures of them. I shared it with a few of the cryptid community, and and it really didn't take off and go anywhere. But I didn't know at the time. Oh, these are the owls that would come up.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the print. I'm just gonna make this. Man, I can leave it like this, so I can make it bigger, so the viewer can get a bigger picture of it. So I'll be going over there to where the pictures is, and I'll be going from there.
Mm. Now those pictures that I told you.
Wow.
Okay, there you go.
Let's go to the prints first, and
Right.
then we'll go back. We'll backtrack.
All right.
All right, here we
Yeah.
go.
So those are the dogman prints. Now those other prints I told Spencer not to step on the prints, and but then he stepped on it. But it's a good thing that he stepped on it because it shows a kid print in comparison with these prints.
That's a huge print, man.
Yeah, right here. Look at the indentation.
Mm-hmm.
Let me go to the next one. I think that was a pretty. This one was a pretty good look at it. Let me look at all of them. Uh, where was this taken at, brother?
So this is the base of Cynthia
Wow.
National Forest at the base where all the big rocks are at. And this is
Wow.
during COVID, so there was no one out there like that. People were like stuck in their homes and scared to come out. And while I while I was traveling about and going different places, because I'm very observant, and I look down and I see these prints.
Because I can see your footprint here, and then there's something huge here.
Right. So this is Spencer's footprint.
This
I'd
is
be on the back.
Spencer's. Oh, okay,
That's a kid footprint.
right here,
Right.
and the other footprint is here. Well, it's here. The indention.
Wow. The paw pads.
Yeah,
There's no cats. Well, they probably have pumas or wildcats in the area, but it's during winter time, so you're not going to really see them. They'll be hibernating. So this is in the dead of winter.
Chris says it looks like a big chicken foot.
That one looked like a
yeah.
that one looked like
It
a
looks like
something weird. Two sets of
yeah.
footprints.
You know what, cousin? I've seen tracks like that at La Mina de Sal del Rey.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, when I went with my baby mama for her birthday, she wanted to go out there. I saw a lot of tracks like that out there, man, in the dry riverbeds.
This print here.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, it looks like three
Mm-hmm. Three claws.
claws.
Welcome, Yeso Missile Productions.
Let me go. Let me go back to y'all. I'll leave that one there for right now. Let me go to y'all. Oops. Okay.
La
Let
Pollo
me
Rona.
get y'all back on the screen.
Chris says La Pollo Rona. Instead of La Llorona, La Pollo Rona.
La pollo rona.
Puma eats all year, bears hibernate. I
There
agree.
you go.
Man.
So when you captured those footprints, how far? I mean, how far were you out there, like in the area from civilization to where you caught those footprints?
That was in the section where people would normally sit when they're hiking. They have tables, but this was near the rocks. So like they have big old boulders
Back.
right next to them.
Somebody says, looks like three toes of a chicken. That's what somebody says. I don't know, man. Those are pretty big. Whatever they are, they're pretty big.
Because I know one.
Possible lechusa. They're saying that it might be like a chicken. I said, I don't know. I've seen chicken footprints, and they're that's way bigger than a chicken footprint, man. We used to raise them when I was growing up. They're small and they're spread wide open. They're more open than that.
Well, you see my son's footprint right next to it.
Yes.
So
Uh,
it's huge. But
yeah.
the other one was like dog prints. Those are some type of canine prints.
Oh, you want to go to the old pictures? Okay.
Well, no, there's the other pictures I want to show you with the giants. You see a man and his wife. The wife is right next to her husband, or and they drowned in the flood.
Okay. Let me go. I don't think I got to download that. Let me see. So you want me to go to what again?
So they're pictures of a mountain, but if you look
Yeah.
very closely, you can see one is a male and one is a female, and they're right next to each other. Right,
There we
there are
go.
two pictures. You see the
Okay. There's the
face.
mountain.
Okay, look at the face. You can see the nose. You can see the legs.
You say it's where, brother?
Is if you look up the mountain, look up in the mountains, you can see the nose and the face, and you can see two limbs, a full limb of a male, and one is of a female. They died right
You
next to
said
each
it's
other.
was that?
They died right next to each other.
Oh, you saying that this mountain?
That mountain is the Titans.
So this mountain is supposedly like a Nephilim.
Right. It's two of them. One is a man and one is a woman. So he died
Like
right
this,
next to.
there's one here and one here.
Right. It's two. He died right next
A
to his mate.
body
Right.
and a body here.
Right. And then when you
Uh,
drive,
let,
when you try to
let
drive
me
and verify it, you can see it more clearer when you're driving close to it.
uh okay, there it is. Made it bigger so people could see.
You kind of can see the nose and the mouth, and then right next to it is you kind of see like it's on the side or something, and then there's another one right next to it, and then there's a third one probably right there too. It's like kind of three of them. But I was able to point that out long time ago, and then you talk to the people that live around the area, and they verified what I seen. Yeah, that's a Nephilim, a Titan. It's like
The fighting Nephilim.
three Titans.
Let me go to the next picture of it. All right.
You see the mouth. You see the mouth and the nose. Yep.
The eye and the other mouth, the other one's ear, like it's laying beside him.
Welcome,
So,
Smurfy.
cousin said the fought that made them fight each other. No, cousin,
Yeah,
the angels.
yes, sir. Welcome, Susie Q. Yeah,
That could
before the flood, God sent the angels out to destroy all the Nephilim, and He bound the watchers and made them watch while the angels destroyed the Nephilim, their offspring, and the ones that the angels didn't destroy, they fought each other and killed themselves. What they did first, they destroyed all the female giants so they couldn't reproduce. So yeah, that was what befell the Nephilim, man. And since God didn't make them, they couldn't go to heaven because they were made by the Nephilim, by the fallen. and they couldn't go to hell because it wasn't built for them. So they're doomed to roam the earth as malevolent spirits, which we call DBN demons.
It's about a
It's all
demonic
in,
Nephilim. The Gideon.
it's all in the book of the giants.
Yeah, that's I've seen a lot of videos of that of women's that are caves and they said they're vaginas of this Titans or Nephilim
Yeah,
uh,
I saw that exact same video.
where they're saying what it is, and stuff like that. The archaeologists saying exactly what it is. It goes up to it's supposed to be a something in that nature. I think I've seen some that have like a giant snake as a mountain that is huge, where he's got his mouth open.
Skull Mountain. Come on,
And then
Skeletor.
the scene, I think I seen one where there's like it looks like a woolly mammoth,
Yeah,
like a giant woolly mammoth.
that's in
You know,
Iceland.
I saw one that looked like a Godzilla creature, man. That it was covered in
yeah,
trees, but you could tell it was a Godzilla looking like dinosaur, man.
Yeah, but that was AI though. That wasn't real.
it was all AI.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
was
there's a lot of stuff AI. You seen the one where
that
they're
was
looking
exactly Godzilla.
at the continent and it says there's a dragon in like in the ocean, and then they get close and
Oh,
close. You can see like a dragon.
that was the Leviathan, supposedly.
They call it the Leviathan. Yeah,
Yeah, they said it was Leviathan.
Yeah, that's what you call it? I forget his name. Well, he showed where the dragon was biting spit venom out on the fish. So that's in the eye of the Sahara, which it was an ocean. So these things existed, but
Yeah,
then
I'm pretty sure they did.
yeah, but what he showed is like there was a giant that cut the dragon's neck, severed it. So something
Mm.
cut it with a sword. These things existed, but the government want to keep us in the dark about it. But again, it's like they can't do it anymore. It's like it's up to people just to uh, follow what the scriptures say or they. It's an individual basis.
something definitely happened for them not to be existing here on Earth. Something happened to them. You know, something had to happen. For something to be that big. Something had to happen to them to put them out of existence.
Well, the earth is not that small as what they try to, like lead us to believe. So that's the thing. It's like whatever they teach us in school is made to mislead us to believe what they want us to know. And once I found that out, as an adult, I just stopped believing everything that was taught and had to reteach myself. Like, okay, well, uh, you can't always believe what that was taught to you because it's like it's not part of curriculum anyway. Why would they care about what's in the scriptures? Why would they care about uh, writing false history? They do that all the time.
Did you ever go to the mountain to see if you can sense anything, or you
Yeah,
ever climbed it?
I have. I went up the tram and everything, and I drove up there. It's like you just don't. If you're very sensitive to it, you don't want to go up there.
Did you sense the energy or the presence of something up there?
All over the mountain. And
Oh
then
wow.
it's like a lot of people kept saying, there's werewolves up there too. So I didn't know it was werewolves up there during that time. Um, he said, just don't break down. You break down, they're going to come after you. The Bigfoot or the werewolves. They said, you don't want to break down up there.
Yeah, I
And
believe that the werewolves are real, man. I'm one of the people that believes werewolves are real because I've actually seen them.
Sandia, that's where they do also. a lot of human sacrifice there as well. So it's not a safe place to really explore. I went the back way, the back trails. So that's the back way is like I didn't know. It's like I was just exploring. I was exploring by myself. But they said never do that again because you can go missing. And check it out. Wherever I went, there was missing people signs all over. Missing, missing, missing,
Wow.
Wow.
missing, missing.
And there's no trees on that mountain, brother. It just
Oh,
looks like a lump of dirt.
no, it's trees. A lot of trees.
Oh,
But see, it's on also on the other side as well. So there's two ways to get there. You can go the long way, the short way, but there's a lot of trees, a lot of forests. It
when I
Wow.
have my
may
tank,
not look like it.
I'll go right over it, man, over that mountain with a tank. And that's what we used to do. We used to climb terrain like that with the tanks.
Oh wow.
And look, be on top of the tank, scanning the area. That's what would be when I was a tanker. We'd be going up all the terrain. That would be a nice mountain to climb. But I'm more sure is it native land? Is it protected? So you're not able to do too much stuff around there.
Um, it's not protected. It's like you have homes up there, and I could just say that you have the Sandia Casino. That's another way up the mountain. There's so many different ways to get up that mountain, but it's
So people saying, I mean, you said werewolves and Bigfoot. So let me add another one to the picture or to the mix. How about people seeing shapeshifter skinwalkers
well,
up there?
that's a natural. That's common.
That's what I wanted to say. That I believe it's what they're witnessing is I call them the DDN, disembodied demonic Nephilim. I mean, the mountain, the Titan is a Nephilim is deceased. It's in spirit form. So you got shapeshifter skinwalkers, where you say it's everybody sees them all the time.
Oh, it's
They're able to manifest to werewolves and Bigfoots.
what is
They can anything Bisley they can manifest. And there's cults that go up there and worship whatever's up there.
right, exactly. Like I said, it's ritual central. So there's like no place that you can go that it is not.
So there's people that they're like satanic rituals that they do up there, or is it more
Yes, they do all type of satanic rituals, and then you have to deal with, like whatever the skinwalkers deal with, and it's like, I just see, I cut myself on, from being friends with those people because, like, even though they go to like tent revivals, it's like, why bother? They can go to tent revivals right next to a graveyard. Why would you go to a tent revival adjacent a graveyard? I never understood that. I, who does that?
What kind of Bible?
A tent revival. They set it up
Yeah.
right next to a graveyard.
I don't know what kind of Bible that is.
No, no, a tent revival.
Yeah.
That's when
Oh,
they
a tent revival. Okay,
right,
I heard you now.
right. So
revivals?
they'll set it up right next to a graveyard, and then they know that the skinwalkers or the werewolves will be acting up in the graveyard, and they will come over to the tent revival and scare everybody away. I'm like, well, why would you want to even tempt to be around that? That's what I didn't understand. Do you do it for
Some
like an enjoyment, the pleasure, the pleasure of frightening people? I have no idea.
Somebody was trying to plant seeds of fear so that these creatures can infiltrate the vessel.
Or people
Attached to the people.
got in their car
Mhm.
and ran away.
You know,
They were gone.
Yeah, but once you sense fear, you give a spiritual opening by the fear that you show.
Well, I
When you see
wasn't
something
and
that
there. It doesn't, phase me because I wasn't there. I know the people that were there, and they stopped going to tent revivals for a while based on it because like they left the instruments there and they just all took off and ran. If they're brand new, you talking about these native people have brand new cars. They have they have like a whole bunch of brand new cars. So they jump in there and they out.
Well, Beyond the Box, tonight's show, the topic is Melvin is sharing all of his encounters and pictures. So, welcome to the show, Beyond the Box.
So, how far was that mountain from where you live, brother?
I lived in Rio Rancho at that time. So Sandia would be like I'd say like maybe 20 minutes away
20 minutes
because
Hmm,
it,
away.
that's cool.
because
That's cool.
yes,
You
Albuquerque.
can live 30 minutes away, and you're gonna get activity of the Shakespeare skinwalkers that are in that area, even
Oh,
where you live,
so
because they
from
they can travel, pretty
right.
fast.
So I have from Albuquerque, and then you go the opposite way is the Four Corners. It's like doesn't matter. It's like they're all around. You could be living next to one. What can you do? And I'm
Right.
sure they were in my neighborhood because, um, things were going on, in Rio Rancho because it was desolate land, open land. Because a lot of people say like they didn't go outside at night because of skinwalkers or werewolves or whatever. This is what people told me. So I would never really be out, at night unless I was like, with my neighbors outside, having a little taste, a little whatever we were drinking. I would, drink a little with them, but not a lot. But it's just like again, I felt odd. I would tell them, like, listen, I ain't staying out here with you guys. I said, you guys can stay out here as long as you want, but I'm going in.
So, how many people you say went up missing there?
Say again.
And you said how many people went up missing there in that area, the mountain?
Wow, I mean, this it's countless. You really can't put a number on it because they try to say like some kids ran away or, and it's a big drug area. It's a big meth area. A lot of drugs. A lot of the
Is it the
cartels
Yeah,
around
that's
there.
the same area where you say that the reptilians are?
They're in the Sandia Mountain and also in Jemez. So they're different. That's a different side of somewhere else. Jemez is, I would say, 20 minutes, no, 30 minutes from Sandia in the opposite direction. And Jemez also has its own lake as well, or a river system or a lake. So you'll see all type of activities happen around Jemez because that's where they do their rituals. And they also have a hot springs there, but I would never like go around the hot springs. I just didn't trust it. They did have a restaurant that was really good, but that's it. It was it's a restaurant in Jemez. I forget the name of it, but the food is really good. But it's a tourist attraction as well. It starts with a J, so it sounds like Jimenez, but it's Jemez. Jemez, New Mexico.
So you lived in different areas, different states, right?
Well, I lived in Las Vegas, Nevada, from 2000 to 2012. Then I moved to California and Oregon and Washington, Vancouver, Washington, because that time I was doing the state trooper exams and I passed those. But when I was in Las Vegas, Nevada, I passed the FBI exam, and before that, New York, because I was working uh, for the federal judge chambers doing wiring. So as soon as those buildings got knocked down because of 9/11, like all the companies moved out of New York and they went out west. So if I wanted my job, I had to go. So I did what I had to do to be employed, even though I really didn't want to go. Uh, I just kind of thought like if I never moved out west, how my life would have been. You know, life is life. You deal with the good, you deal with the bad. Sometimes you just have more bad than good.
So, when you lived in California, do you catch any activity over there in California? I know when I go to Fort Irwin, California, I think there's something that Xavier. I mean, Jesse, I know you got your headset on. I hear like a static.
No, I don't have I haven't had to use headsets on this, but if you want, I can go get
Okay.
it.
Yeah, well, I'm hearing like some kind of static. I don't
There's
know where it's coming
nothing,
from.
there's nothing on in here, but let me go get my headphones.
But or yeah, in California, uh, I was when I would go train up there in Fort Irwin, California, we catch a lot of activity up there. Um, Same thing dealing with shapeshifter skinwalkers. I hated going through there to train because we're trained like a lot of hours. You know, 1 week they give you time to get the equipment, then 2 weeks to go train. I mean, constant training like for about 18 hours a day, and that's when a lot of these things were happening that we witnesses had a lot of incidents with shapeshifter skinwalkers out there in Fort Irwin, California.
Well, I was living in Vallejo at that time, Napa Valley, and I would sit at the Starbucks doing certain exams for the police departments, and it was so violent there. I would just sit down and eat my Chinese food and watch violence all day. The cops like chasing people, stabbing left and right. Uh, it was just so wild. And then I would go to the Bay Area just to go to the ferry going over to San Francisco, and it's like the drug use, the drug selling. I mean, you're talking about back in the days. These were very nice homes. The Navy was right there, and they had the base right there, but they were doing like black ops near the naval base. Well, they say they did decommission it because that's where they would park the nuclear submarines, but it wasn't decommissioned. It's just I just had because I was licensed out of the FBI, I can go over there because I had my ID. But they were very suspicious of people, and they would just do what they want to do. You talking about black ops, and you know it's weird stuff. But I didn't want to disturb them. All I wanted to do is go fishing. That's all I wanted. Because they had like giant sturgeon. I mean, once you catch a giant sturgeon, I would just catch and release. That's what I would do.
Yeah, we call them with the carps, the katanas. We call them katanas. They're real long, real big.
Yeah.
They're in rivers and stuff and canals. They're pretty big and guys are. they're they look like alligators in a sense of a way, but it's a fish. They're pretty massive, pretty big. Grow up to like 14 foot, 15
Yeah,
foot long. Some of them.
one moment you see a surgeon, and the next moment you see a great white. So it's like, it's the Bay Area.
Yeah, that's it. Lost cousin just there he is.
What's up, guys? Did the static stop now?
Yeah,
I guess it was me. Never had a problem with it till tonight.
yeah. It was. I was hearing it. I just didn't know where it was coming from.
I plugged in my headphones and it booted me out.
Oh wow.
Yeah, yep. Nothing's changed on the chat.
No, it's just the same people in the chat. We're just talking about a little bit of California, where you lived out there. I was telling about the activity I would see when we go training. Um, the weirdest thing I've seen there out there, I would always see the coyotes, uh, but I've seen some weird things out there where you can see like somebody's walking in the distance, like on twos, and you're like, there's no way it's somebody walking out there because you're in the middle of nowhere, training up there in the mountains. But the weirdest thing that happened to me was where we had trained all night and we're gonna get some rest. And they said we're not pulling a guard tonight. Everybody get some rest. We got like only 3 hours to sleep. Just get some rest. The platoon sergeant said, "I'll wake you up in the morning." Right. So remember, I was asleep, and next thing you know, I feel like drops, like it's raining. And I was like, man, let me get out of here and put up my stuff and put up and go lay down sleep inside the tank. Uh, but when I got up, so I zipped my sleeping bag and got up. Uh, I witnessed a bunch of coyotes surrounding the tank, like in a circle all around the tank. I was looking everywhere; they're just like all around us, like they're closing up on us. And I'm looking at them. Then I looked at one, and I believe it was the alpha. That one was black and had red eyes. So the first thing I did is I urinated around the tank to mark my territory. Since some of them are animals, so they can know this is my area. That's what I did. The first thing I did is urinated around the tank. You know, around the tank to let them know that I'm the alpha of that area. And then I seen the one with the red, and I went into prayer. Start praying against it. When I start praying against it, and I'm looking straight at it, I'm not keeping my eyes away from it. I'm looking at it with no fear, and I'm praying against it. That one turned around and walked away. When he walked away, all the other ones walked away. So it's like I went from doing something physically like that to fighting spiritually because the red eyes that he had, it wasn't regular. It wasn't like a regular wolf. It was something that had control of the wolves. So it was like you could say maybe controlling them as maybe a possession to attack to attack the people that were on the tank. That's what it was using them for. But I fought against it spiritually, and they took off. But
Hi,
I
Melvin.
didn't alarm anybody from the tanks. I didn't tell anybody anything. I didn't want to get people freaked out because if they would have reacted a different way, then maybe they would have attacked. You know. But it was a platoon that was out there surrounded by all these coyotes, and the black one with the red eyes was pretty. That was bigger than all of them. So
I know,
it
like
happened in Fort Ord, California, at the
the,
National Training Center.
the strangest places I traveled to was like the Great Plains Basin, which is in Nevada, and then Groom Lake in Nevada, and then California, Shasta, You can Shasta in Weed County. So in Weed County, that's where they smoke a lot of weed. They smoke a lot of weed. That
Cousin Jesse, you hear that? They smoke a lot of weed, cousin.
I
Weed
should have
County.
visited that place when I used to smoke weed. Cause I burned down a lot of forests in my time, man.
Shasta, you feel weird. Everything is Shasta, and then you have Crater Lake, and then as far as you keep going up, you're talking about like Oregon. Then you have like Salem, not Salem, another part of Oregon, Eugene. And you have Salem, and then you have what's the other strange town? Okay, all Oregon is strange, and all of Washington is strange. It doesn't matter. All the way up to Vancouver, Seattle, it's all haunted. And then you
My
go,
buddy wants me to go up there for a wedding. Hell no, I ain't going up there. Hell no.
when you
He
travel,
like, yeah, that's where he lives. It's like, you want me to go up there in Washington? Hell no.
right? So when you travel up Route One, the coast, I was gonna buy a house in Florence, Oregon. Hold on, I'm back. Sorry about that. Yeah, so when you travel, I was gonna buy a house in Florence, Oregon, and that would have been like the chemo for me because that'd have been my desired home where I would had never left, but it didn't work out. And homes back during that time was like so cheap, 80,000 to 100. You can get 150. You can get you a real nice home right near the coast, walking distance to go fishing. But anyway, all up there is witch galore. It's like you can't escape it. It's right down from Eugene. And I learned about these things as a trial and error, and it's kind of sad because like there's nowhere that you can go where these activities are not happening.
So what do you think is causing it, for the activities to happen in Washington like that? Is it the what's in the ground? Maybe minerals of some sort or like limestone?
Well,
Is there a lot of,
you have to understand this is the true old world. You know, this is the true old world. There's so many pyramids. There's pyramids in Colorado, which the government has on lock. They have their hitchmans there guarding, you know, the
portals?
entrance, the entrance to the pyramids. And then you have like uh, in Texas, which Rockwall, Texas, right there, they have the doors going underground to the giants. Apparently, they're still living because the government don't want you to go down there. So they have machine gun men, stationed at the door so no one can go down there. It's so many things in this part of the country that we would not understand unless you're living in the areas. But then again, people get frightened and told do not venture there.
Rockwall is not too far from here, from Fort Worth, man.
Yeah, I was mentioning the guy Josh Reeve. He used to be really good, in telling the truth until the government got on his back, and then all of a sudden he fell off. And he's still making content, but he hasn't been the same since the government, got on him
Spooked
to
them.
like keep quiet, stop
Yeah, they'll do that.
on content.
Trust me. I know that there's a different, how should I say, organization within the government that does their job to silence people. You know, that's what they do. They'll go and basically let them know if you say anything to anybody, we're coming after you. They'll give you a threat. You know, death threat. You know, you hear people complain about me saying certain things. Man, the government don't play around. They'll tell you sign this form, put your Hancock your your name on it, and said you won't hear from us. Tell us we hear that you're saying something about we just witnessed. You say anything to anybody what you just witnessed, then we're coming for you. They'll tell you straight up they're coming for you.
And
Welcome,
now,
Morgan.
in order to get any of his content, you have to like pay for it.
Oh wow.
And he used to be on YouTube freely with no problem until they, came after him. And now he's looking really bad though. You know,
I think there's a lot of people that do that. Uh, the they have their stuff, but all the lives they do, they go live on,
On
I
Patreon.
guess, yeah,
Patreon,
like
yeah,
Patreon and stuff like
that's
that.
where it's at now. I mean,
I've done shows on a lot of this. I think I've done one show with what's his name? Oh, I'm trying to remember his name. He's a big time person. Well, when I started, I did with like one of the first shows, one of his like a couple of I don't know what number it was, but the confessionals. You know what I'm talking about?
oh yeah, yeah. This
What's his name?
I don't
Trying to
know.
remember his name. He's a young guy, younger than me. Can't remember his name, but the confessionals. I've done some shows with him. Think it was dealing with he's got a picture of a lady, and he's dealing um with what happened to me when I was a kid, what I experienced in Mexico. That's what that show I did with him was about.
Welcome in,
Yeah,
Morgan.
I got a couple of shows lined up with some people that want me to do interviews with them for their podcast. So
Yeah, I see you.
I got like I think two people that want me to do a podcast with them. One this month at the end of the month with what is it? There's a Bigfoot group that they want me to do a show with them and some other guys that have done a show with him before. Jeremiah Fontaine. I don't know you know who he is. He used to be a real thick UFC fighter, and he does a Cryptid. You know, he does a show. So I got to do one with him also. He invited me that he wants me to have do a show with him again. So I told him I would.
Well, you can like type in the chat, right? You say it's
Yeah, I told him.
Where'd you leave the Wendita at, Morgan? It's Friday till midnight. Oh, it's not Friday no more. It's Saturday morning beyond the box. We've been on for an hour, 13 minutes beyond the box.
I'm sorry, man, that you're feeling sick, brother. No, I'm glad I haven't got that, but I was like that last month. I wasn't feeling well last month, but I'm feeling better today than what I was feeling a month ago. I'm just trying to
I'm
stay as warm as possible. You know, we got the chimney going on over there in the other living room. Even though it's not that cold here, but it's still, you don't want to let the house get too cold, and then you want to getting sick.
I'll tell you, man, I've been sick every night because my allergies kick in at night, man. I'm fine during the day, but while I'm on the stove, my eyes start watering, my nose starts running. So yeah, I get sick with my dang sinuses.
Oh yeah, for the trolls that are viewing, thank you for the views.
Hats off to y'all, to all the trolls.
This was just the voice. Oh man, That's a whole nother enchilada right there, but we're not going to talk about that. Uh,
But I
I
like
know
enchiladas.
the interesting topic we were talking about last time was well, you wanted to show the pictures of the owls, brother. You want
Oh,
me to
sure.
share that?
Yeah.
Let me go to get that. Wait, let me.
That's a giant
Let
right
me
there, right?
yeah, that's the one that's a giant.
Yeah, I see it. I see it. See the head, the nose, the mouth, chest, stomach,
Here,
legs. I see it.
you say there's two giants on here. The other one is right here.
Oh, there's three.
There's three. One
Two and one in front of it.
here.
Yeah, yeah, I see it. So they all died together in the flood. It looks like.
One here. So it's kind of like what's the proper word for it called when it turns into stone?
Petrified.
Petrified. All right, we're gonna go to the.
Ooh, look.
That's during the day, and you're just chilling there on your porch.
Well, they would come around to protect me. They will watch me
Cool.
and they'll give me feathers.
Oh wow, there's another one right there.
That's cool, man, to have that kind of a protection from nature.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, man, to have
A
looking at
whole
them too.
a whole family of them.
Did you ever feed them?
No, they would give me feathers. They'll come up to me and give me feathers.
That's awesome.
Wow.
Well, those are great horn
Whoa,
owls.
there's another one top. It went up here in the tree. Look, is it up there?
Yep.
It looks like another owl up on top of the tree.
It should be like three or four of them, maybe five.
Up here, you see it on top of the tree?
Yeah, I see it right there.
It's up there.
Yeah, that's awesome, man.
Oh wow. It's literally on top of the tree, looking out. It's looking out for you, man.
The fact that you say they were giving you feathers, that's really awesome.
That looks like a female owl.
And that one on top is the male, I believe.
This one, yeah.
But it was a whole family of them. When I moved, they moved.
Oh wow. Did they follow you, brother?
Say again?
Did they follow you to where you moved to?
No.
Do they follow you?
That's pretty cool, man. Let's go on to the next. Let me see. I could go to the next one. Okay.
You still have a show beyond the box?
All right, here we go. So you can get a close up of the owl. That's a cool one right there, man. Look at that. That's pretty cool how the one's here and then the one's up here looking. All right. Myst- What's the word from a novel? Mystical, eh?
Tecolote.
Pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's around this way. It's like I was telling you the other day. Like it's strange around here since that guy does have he had a murder in the house that his wife committed suicide right next to him in bed. You know, you feel like
Oh,
it doesn't feel right. You know, I don't feel at home being here. So that's why, I just want to move quick as possible. Sell this home. I'm almost finished remodeling it. Only have a few more rooms to paint and do flooring on, and that's it. Once I do the painting and the flooring and put the new patio on and level the house, I'm gonna just sell it. I'm trying to get the maximum dollar that I can look for it and move on.
Here in Texas, the owls are pretty good size. They're like 4.5 feet tall. Uh, Pretty wide wingspan. But then you got the lechuzas that we speak about. That those are way bigger than an
mhm.
owl.
Wow.
Pretty big, and they are like midnight black. They screech like their screech and their face, looks kind of like a woman. But that's something I seen when I grew up. That it's one of those images that you never forget. You know, some people call them the harpies. So we know
Knack, knack, lechugas.
lechuzas. Some people call them Lilith. But I've seen them when I was in the 70s. I've seen a lot of those in the sky, flying in the sky, man. Big.
High
And you look up,
exuberance.
like, and you're looking like 100 feet, 150 feet in the air, and they're whistling, and they look big. Even they're flying up in the sky, and they still look big. Imagine when they come close down to the ground, how big they really are. So,
Wow.
yeah, pretty big. So, what's the biggest owl you seen, brother? The biggest owls that you seen?
Those are the first, big owls that I ever seen in my life.
Wow, Lawrence. Sup, exuberance.
Oh, absolutely, Lawrence Morgan. Yeah, it was like 500 times, and they replaced it with God. They removed Yahuwah's name and replaced it with God, and then they changed Yahusha's name, Yahusha Hamashiach name to Jesus. So it's like,
So that's just a different translation for the language, right? But it means the same thing, don't it?
well, I stick to
It-
uh,
It's kind of like us in Spanish, God will mean Dios. So when we could be praying and say Dios ayúdame, and people say, hey, that's not our God, but it is. I'm saying God in Spanish,
yeah.
which
I
means
mean,
Dios.
I say it in my language, Hawa Tawa Yahuwah. That means the Most High Heavenly Father, Abba, and Yahusha Hamashiach is the Son.
Like Jesus will be Jesus
Right.
in Spanish. You got to remember. There's a lot of different. Back then, there was different. I think it was Galatian, different dialects, different languages. Think of the story of when people speak in tongues, right? You know, a lot of people think that the tongues that they when they talk in tongues, they go boom chakalaka boom chalalalala chalalalalam. No, the reason the heard people
Welcome,
speaking in
Melvin.
tongues was that there was an apostle. He was preaching, and there was translators that were there with the apostle, and they were all talking a different language. So when the people are coming from a distance, he sounded different because there was so people talking their own language, so it sounded like something that didn't make no sense, right? But tongues literally means language,
Right, but
and a lot of people get that mistake. So I've seen where some people try to come up to me and go, "Oh, chula kala bala 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 chula la 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 la,"
but the
and I'm like,
original,
"What?"
the
And I
original,
asked him, I said, "What did you just say?" And
right,
then she said, "There was I'm speaking in tongues." So I said, "Well, you're speaking in the tongue, which means the language. I should be able to understand what you're telling me. So what did you tell me? So when they can't tell you what they're doing or saying, then it's
right.
really just nothing, you know?"
But the original language of this land before the Spaniards came here was Paleo Israelite. And also, if you go to New Mexico, you see that they have the stones that's written in Paleo Israelite. And then you go to the the what you call it, the mountains over in the National Petrified Forests. It's everything written on the stones in Paleo Israelite.
No, Lawrence, I don't agree with that, man, because my name is Jesus. You're saying that my name means I will be a pig in Latin or a horse? Come on, man. That's my name you're
Oh
playing with,
man.
man. That's messed up, man.
Saying it's every culture, it's languages. That's what messes up a lot of things. That even though when the translations were made, you know, there was different languages, so they had to give the names so people can understand what they're talking about of the translations. So they're called many names in which some people call them Jehovah, right? Jehovah. Some people call them Jehovah because it's a translation that was given to them, but it's basically the same. They're trying to pray to uh, the Heavenly Father, Jesus Christ, God. You know, it's called it's just different translations for different cultures, languages. I talked to a guy that was from Brazil,
Yeah,
and I
that's
told him,
a
"Hey,
lot.
I asked him, do you
Like,
know a place where I could get an enchilada?" And enchilada in this country means a whole different, there's a whole different meaning to what I meant. You know that he's not understanding what I'm saying to him. So that's I think there's a lot of confusion there with the language barrier that some of the languages mean, you know, the words are different. Like I can tell you one thing that's the same. When you in Spanish, water means agua. In Saudi Arabia, water means agua over there too. Same language as Spanish. The agua means water. From Spanish to being in Saudi Arabia, it means water, agua.
but also you can make gestures to it as well because if you show a person a cup or even by hand, they understand what that means as well.
Yeah, water is kind of like a universal.
Right. I know the last time that I was on here, that was it the Saturday night, and I went to bed around 6:30 Sunday morning. It's like I got like attacked, uh, spiritually attacked, and
Oh
you
yes,
know,
yes. Tell him about that, because this what happened to him when I spoke to him the day after. I think we did the live. You could share it to the viewers that tuned in that day.
yeah. So when I got off, the live week, Abe, uh, I went to sleep around 6:30 my time, which is probably like 5:30 his time. I got attacked in my dream, and whoever was attacking me telling me how they were going to attack me, how they were going to kill me in my dream, and they said that they're going to form a blood clot in my leg, and my leg started hurting, and I started praying in my dream, and they disappeared. Well, when I woke up out of my dream, I had the blood or whatever happened. I had that in my leg. That happened in my dream. I said, "Oh, crazy!" So I started praying again. So I prayed again in an hour's time. It had been around 8:30 in the morning. It went away,
Wow.
and I'm like, "Why would they want to attack me from being on this show? That don't make any sense. I didn't do nothing to anybody. Like, why would they want to come after me? Of all
Well, we
people,
prayed against whatever happened to you that day, brother. We prayed against it, but yeah, there's some people even that right here we were doing the show that they're infiltrating. We know they. I already know who they are. I've been knowing, but I try to, I'm the type of person that I just want people to understand that I ain't nobody's enemy. That I'm just trying to help out people spiritually. I'm not conspiring. If I say anything about anybody, it's because they come at me in a negative way. So I know there's people that are infiltrating right now, here, right now, as I'm speaking, that belong to the other camp. I try to be a nice guy, give people a chance to get the hair, though. I'm not going to say it, but because I know there's a child presence, to change their ways. I'll say it like that. But, if they continue to come in the show and take screenshots and share it to somebody else, I won't hesitate to remove. I already know who did that. So,
well, Morgan, to answer your question, I mean, I'm in deep prayer all the time because I have a son to look out for. So I definitely have to be in deep prayer because of what his mom had done to him. Giving his hair to a witch. So I definitely have to keep evil spirits out of here and always be in deep prayer. But sometimes it takes more than one person praying for you to for you to heal and to also uh, keep evil spirits and demonic spirits and fallen angels off you. Sometimes you have to have a community pray for you too. It is what it is. I can't expect anyone to bail me out, so I bail myself out.
Wow.
But that was something. I'm like, man, it made me not wanted to come on here again. I'm like, because I was hesitant. I'm like, I said, but I'm not going to run for them. I'm like, I didn't do nothing to them. I'm like, should I come on here for them to do this to me again? I'm like, you know what? I didn't.
Sounds like sounds like sorcery to me.
I mean, I defeated them in prayer, and I'll do it again.
Amen. Amen.
amen.
This is ginger beer that I'm drinking. It has a lot of ginger. It's good for the stomach.
You know, I'll tell people, um, I'll try to give people chances, you know, not to infiltrate and to do the right thing, change their ways. But since uh people want to come here and troll, I'm gonna have to eliminate somebody that's here right now. And I mean, you want to play games? I've been knowing about you already for a long time. I just been trying to give you a chance, but since you want to take screenshots of what we're saying or talking about here, well, then I'm gonna give you something back in return. And I already know who did this, so I'm gonna eliminate this individual here.
But you know,
The only thing I'm gonna say
you
to
know
you is say hi to Papa Smurf for me. Say hi to Papa Smurf for me. And all I gotta say is, who's next? That's what I want to know. Who's next from those trolls? The people that keep on trolling. Who's next? You want to come and interrupt a good show instead of asking questions to Brother Melvin? That's a guest and coming in here being rude, disrespecting. Who's next? I'm a good guy, but enough is enough. When you come in here disrespect my guest or try to do some witchcraft and necromancy, that's not good. So we tie bind and rebuke you in Jesus Christ's name. Me and Melville spoke about what happened to him and we prayed that day, and we tie bind and rebuke any witchcraft and necromancy to go back to the sender.
yeah, they weren't playing. Like, they could have very well killed me in my sleep.
Wow.
But just because I'm calm and I'm just connected. It's not it's not anything to panic about. You just praying. It should come natural to pray while you're dreaming. If that makes sense.
Be- before,
You have to take control of the
yeah.
dream.
Yeah. Hey, throw it away.
Okay, okay. Here we go.
Look what you're
I told
doing.
you don't be coming here disrespect,
Pick that up.
uh, infiltrating. You know, talking about other people's shows and all this stuff. You're giving yourself away. You give yourself away. So you're giving me no choice, man. God bless you. Uh, God bless you. I'm telling you, God bless you. Uh, because to me, it seems like you're infiltrating. When you come in talking about you got timed out somewhere else. We're talking here. I'm trying to get the platform to Brother Melvin talk. You be coming here talking about names and all this stuff. I don't got time, man, to be playing games. I already kicked out. Uh, I told him to go find Papa Smurf. So you gave me no choice. You gave me no choice. Because to me, when you talk about people that are my friends, you know, because you're trying to be arguing about things, I don't got time for that, man. You're interrupting the live feed. His uh, brother Melvin's floor here to speak of whatever he wants to speak about. I'm trying to be nice. But you know what? Here we go. So long.
Two down. Who's next?
Two down. Who's next? I just got rid of Mr. Law. That's two. You see how they come in and interrupt the chat. They're talking about Josh Turner and stuff. I don't got time. You know, uh, I just eliminate them. Two views ain't gonna. The reason I got rid of the other guy because come take a screenshot and go post it somewhere else, and he's saying that we only got 23 viewers and all this stuff, like making fun of us. So I booted his arse out of here, and I booted the other guy out. So there's two less people here. So all I want to know is whoever's affiliated with the other people, keep on interrupting my life feeds, and I'm gonna boot you out too. I ain't gonna put you on time. I'm not gonna put you on a hide. I'm not gonna hide you. I'm just gonna boot you. You don't need to be here. So sorry about that interruption, brother Melvin. So continue with story. When you get spiritually attacked, it's not a good feeling when you get spiritual attacked like that. And I'm glad that you went into prayer. We went into prayer when you call me and we tried to rebuke that. But that's what some of these people do. They're very wicked people, and I guess it targeted you because when you were speaking that day, you had the people tuned in, to what you were saying here on Spiritual Encrypted Encounters. And, this guy's, they just need to get a life. Yeah, it's not a good feeling, but a spiritual warfare, I've done that all my life, and I continue to do it.
Yeah, it's yeah, that was like really uncalled for, but they did it. And there's no going back from doing something like that because whatever happened to them, I hope that they got what they deserve.
Seven times four when you're protected by the Heavenly Father. That's what happens. People wish bad upon me, I guess, from another side, like indirect form of witchcraft or wishing something bad towards me. The only thing I can say to them is I don't accept any form of negativity. I deflect it, and I hope it's not bad what you wish bad upon because it will go back seven times full to her because
But
that's what's reading.
there should
That's
be
what goes back
no one
to the
raising up
sender.
tongue against you. Anyone that raise up tongue against you, it's like they don't understand that it can come back on them. How much you think you have demons protecting you, they can part from you at any time. They don't always fulfill wishes. Like you said, the jinn. Come on,
Yeah,
you seen Witchmaster, right? One, two, and three.
yeah,
So
Yeah.
that should tell you something. you know, it never turns out the way you want it to, turn out. So that's why you don't wish for nothing. Just earn it, and if someone like us nice to donate to you, be nice to say thank you or no thank you. Just have respect. That's all it takes. It's not much to do.
yeah. Me, it's like my experience of what I had when I had encounter with after my sister had dabbled with a Ouija board, messed with a Ouija board she had bought at a garage sale,
Wow.
and strange activity started happening. That I burned the Ouija board and everything. I'm not going to say the whole story, but I get to the point of it. I burned this Ouija board. I placed a holy cross and some holy water on it, and was praying to Our Father. And I burned the Ouija board. For like 2 weeks later, I'm outside my home, and this person passes by on a 10-speed bike, and he makes a sound like an animal sound, "Whoop," like a howling sound of some sort. And the girls that are out there visiting me, they get scared and they scream. So they come back. He comes back on his bike. He was on a 10-speed bike. He was wearing some black pants and a white shirt. I think it was black or white or black or red. I can't remember what he was wearing actually. It's been so long. I was 16. The guys says, "Who's scared? Who's scared?" And I'm telling him nobody's scared here. He tells me to shut up. He looks like a guy that I went to school. I think cousin Jesse remembers him, Martin Kafka. That's what his name was. That's what I thought it was because it looked like him. So as I'm telling him, "Why you here, man? Why you just coming and scaring my friends?" And he told me to shut up. So I was like, "Man, what's up? You want problems or something?" And then he asked the girls again, who's scared? And I told him again, nobody's scared. As he's gonna tell me to shut up, I said, look, you need to leave, man. You need to leave out of here. Welcome here. So he looks at me, and it's like, if I put my hand on my hips, he was mimicking me. You put his hand on his hips. If I cross my arms, he would cross his arms. Like he was mimicking me. Everything I was doing, he was mimicking me. And he had a smile on his face, and his eyes were kind of reddish. So, I asked him, hey, Martin, what's up, man? Are you drunk, or are you smoking weed or something? And he's just smiling at me, and he said, no. And uh, and then he said, I'm not Martin. That's what he said, but he looked like him. I said, well, then what business do you have here? Coming here disrespecting my friends. He said, I mean, why are you here? And he said, I'm going to give you a clue. Just because you put a crucifix on me, put holy water on me, and burn me, don't mean you're going to get rid of me. So the first thing I thought about was a Ouija board.
Wow.
So what I was dealing with was a demon, right? It was a demon. So I'm looking at this guy, and I told him that he needs to leave. And he said, look, I'm here for one reason and one reason only. He said, in the path that you're on, ah, you already know that path. But in my path, if you follow me, you can have anything you want. You could be the richest man of this world, but you got to follow me. And I looked at him and said, I think you already know the answer to that. So I'll start saying to our father, man, there was a time where my sister had come out and he recognized my sister and he called her by her house name. And I told my sister to go inside the house. She didn't know. Our house wasn't too far away from the street. So you could hear the conversations that are happening outside. So my sister had come back with a Bible in her hand, reading verses out of there. As I was saying to our father, I started fighting spiritually against him. He started getting mad, and when we were praying against him. Before we started praying, there was this this car that passed by. The bright lights hit him in the face. When the bright lights hit him in the face, you could see a skull and a snake going through the sockets of the skull. Right when the beams of the car hit him in the face. So when my sister started, I start praying, like his face starts moving real fast like this, like he's trying to manifest, right, or transform into a different manifestation, and his face is just moving like this. And he's like, I can't. He said, he's like, when I passed through here, I could have turned into any form, into any animal. And I said, if you turn into any form, I would have kicked you like a dog. And his face is just moving like this, real crazy. And he said, I can't win right now. He said, but one day, when God is not with you, I'll be there. He turned around and he got on his bike. He took 2 or 3, I think it was like 2 or 3 feet away from where we were standing. There was a puff of white smoke and it smelled like sulfur. And he just disappeared with the bike that he had. Disappeared in thin air. So when we talk about Patreon and all this stuff, that's one of the main reasons that I don't like doing that. I'd rather bless somebody with something than ask anything or for anybody to give me anything just because of that, because you don't know where the money's coming from. So you have to be careful, right? I mean, like I said, there's you got to something for something, and I did not accept that. Even though the situation we were in, I was 16. Cousin Jesse knows the situation I was in. It was dire. I had to take care of my brother and sisters, so they were trying to make a deal with me, but I didn't take it, man. I had to stay strong. That I know eventually that we will find our way, and we found our way. And the right thing. That's one of the reasons I don't dwell in money or tithe or anything like that. To me, it's not about a competition. To me, it's just trying to share my wisdom and knowledge and help out people out spiritually. So out of the two people that we got rid of, we would have had 25 viewers right now. Oh man. Yeah, so that's why the reason I don't mess with the tithe or anything like that, man. If the Heavenly Father's gonna bless me, He's gonna bless me in His own kind of way. I'm happy with the blessings, with the teachings that He's taught me, with the spiritual blessings and the abilities that I have to of not just to learn through the spiritual battles that I go through, but to to share my spiritual experiences to the viewers of Spiritual Encrypted Encounters, that maybe it can help you all later on if you all go through something and you're gonna remember me or what I said or the what I'm trying to teach y'all here on Spiritual Encrypted Encounters.
I mean, a lot of things that said, when I started watching your channel, I learned from it, and I use it, and I hold it dear to my heart because uh, there's a lot of things that make sense, but it correlates to what I make sense of things as well,
Yeah,
because I see things too. So it's not. I know I never knew. No, okay. I'll put it like this: like it was never a part of my imagination. It was reality, right? But when you deal with other people that have the same reality as you, it's just good to associate with people like that, and
and you notice, brother Melvin, that when we're going to get into a topic, and we're going to talk spiritually about how to be as an individual, about always maintaining having love foundation, and what to do to fight a spiritual fight, that all these people come in because they don't want us to speak about this, because that's what they're worshiping something else completely than what we're worshiping or what we praise, what we pray to. So their mission is to try to interrupt, what the message we're trying to say or send to people, right? That's what I talk about, sharing is caring, and they want to interrupt that. That's what evil does, it causes chaos and havoc. That's what they're trying to do. So uh yes, I know you have a lot of wisdom and knowledge, brother, and I know you're going through things right now, but I know that you're gonna overcome it because your son is your strength, the love that your son has for you, you have for him, and that's that right there by itself. The Heavenly Father is gonna continue to bless you, brother. He's gonna
didn't
continue to bless you.
didn't you say that you're left-handed?
What's that, brother?
You're left-handed.
Yes.
Just
So am I.
I'm left-handed as well.
It's my right hand right here.
Yeah, they don't see it coming, brother. The left hand.
The curse of the
Yeah,
Southpaw
but
Yeah,
Jinx.
they don't see it coming, man. I don't know. They're like, "Whoa, what happened?"
see, my birthday is on January 21st, and I was telling several people well, why don't we have a birthday party? I'm like, no, I was like, listen, you can wish me happy birthday, and that's it. It's like I may have like a small little like strawberry cheesecake. Not oh no, what is it? Strawberry shortcake. And that's it. Me and my son. It's just us. You know, it's not like I'm going to do anything spectacular. Because most of the time, I'll cook because I cook. You know, my own meals. I cook a hot meal every night, and my son and I we eat fresh food all the time. So
Happy belated birthday, Beyond the Box.
what?
My
Happy belated birthday.
birthday.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry about that, man. That I had to do what I had to do, but they gave me no choice, man. Everybody knows what the topic is because it's up there when you go in. It's that you speak and sharing your experiences. But I don't mind talking about Jesus Christ or the Heavenly Father. But man, when you come and you bring other people's names, that something happened somewhere else, that's just coming interrupting my live feed. I don't got time for that. You know. So, I'm gonna give you the platform back, brother, and
Oh no, no.
I was just sharing what I've been through. I've been through a lot of things that makes me the person who I am. So, of course, honestly, I'm not worried about the people that target me. I'm not worried about those individuals because I fought a lot worse than them already. So they're really nothing compared to what I've fought spiritually against. They're like below everything, below them. They're really nobody. So I'm not gonna give the attention. I will place the evidence that I have on them, but I'm just here to let them know they're nobody to me. They haven't through what I've been through, just like they haven't been through what you've been through, or through what cousin Jesse has been through. They don't know us, and for them to try to paint us a certain way, that's kind of childish.
Yeah, and
I
I
think.
just found out that my aunt, uh, she was the reason why she passed away, that she was being abused in the nursing home. They kind of beat her to death.
Wow, sorry to hear that, brother.
I'm like, what? And I felt sad because it's like, how can you beat someone to death, an elder? It's like, what type of person are you? Nothing but a demon, an evil spirit.
So they're left in nursing homes, thinking that the nurses and those people are going to take care of them, and it turns out that well, look at what happened to all the people that were in nursing homes during a certain, how should I say, virus that happened. How many people passed away in the nursing homes during that time frame? A lot of people passed away in
My,
nursing homes and in the
mm,
hospitals.
That
my dad passed away in a nursing home, man, during the COVID.
it's just like the Most High retribution, you know, is going to strike all those ones who do evil. Is coming very soon,
Yes.
and they're being exposed all the time. But exposure is not going to even matter because they're going to still continue to do evil. But the Most High is going to have to strike with the most horrendous retribution. First they're going to suffer, and then they're going to die, and then they're going straight to hell. So it doesn't matter. Why even fight and argue with these people? Because they're going to
Yeah,
still.
they're just trying to try to corrupt as many people as possible. That's what demons do. They try to find the spiritual openings to attack an individual just to see if they're gonna leave a spiritual opening of fear, anger, hatred, vengeance, so they can attack. You know, but that's why we pray against that. Matter of fact, I want to pray right now.
Oh,
Heavenly
absolutely.
Father, at this time, we'd like to pray and we'd like to tie, bind, and rebuke
Hey,
any
hold on.
witchcraft
Hey,
and
hold
occupancy
on
that
real quick.
anybody try to do during
Praying.
the light feed today, tonight, or anybody trying to do anything. If they're doing something right now, we call upon the heavenly angels uh, to do a clean sweep. And like I said, we tie, bind, and rebuke any witchcraft and occupancy, unclean spirits, and to go back to the center because we don't accept any witchcraft and occupancy here on Spiritual Encrypted Encounters. This I pray in Jesus Christ's name. Amen.
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 Go ahead, brother Melvin. I just had to pray, man. I just felt I had to.
No, I had to tell my son to keep quiet and bow his head because you were praying.
Yes.
Okay, but you bowed your head, so that's good. Oh, okay. Oh, Oh, so you said the YouTube that on the phone is not coming in at the same time as the chat. Oh, okay. So okay, so he'll apologize to you, Mr. A.
Oh, you don't have to apologize. Uh, It's just sometimes that happens. People go in prayer. You just let up, just praying. And you don't have to apologize.
No, no. He said the time is different from the YouTube
Oh,
versus where we talking on the restream or
the restream,
so
yes,
he didn't know he didn't
it's
know,
a little.
know that, yeah he didn't it's forward and YouTube is lagging behind.
Yes, there's like a
So
little time gap in between. I
right.
mean, it could be the weather that's causing it too, because I think has it always been a little time gap there, cousin Jesse, like a couple of seconds behind, right?
Hmm. No, not really. When you went like that, I saw it
No, no, no.
automatically.
Like before, like not with the restream and with YouTube. There's like a delay there, like a couple of seconds.
You know that? Yeah, I'm pretty sure there
Yeah,
is.
that it's always been that way. Maybe like a 5 second delay
Just
or
when
something
I,
like that. 5, 6 second delay.
Hey guys, this chair is starting to feel uncomfortable. So I'm delighted to spend the time with you guys. Um, Definitely, I would like to, you know, come on again.
Yeah,
We'll
whenever you feel better, brother, get some rest. Whenever you feel better, we'll bring you back on, and just feel get better, brother, and we'll have you back on the show when you're feeling better. But I
I mean,
appreciate you, man, for being here, and like so, that's what we prayed. Hopefully, you get better.
yeah, I mean, much love to you, A and Jesse, and all you guys, Morgan, Beyond the Box, Exuberance, um, Madeline. I mean, I really appreciate you all coming out tonight and um, in Texas. We really appreciate you all, and Spencer want to say like good night as well. But we'll just look forward to coming back again, especially when I'm feeling much better.
Yes.
Oh, there's another one right here. You see this one?
Yeah, I seen that. I got rid of them.
Not the YouTube, but it's still on the
They they're, they're mad. They're mad because I put it up two of their two of their moles. They got mad. That's why they're coming in now with other fake accounts.
hello, Cynthia. How
That's
you doing,
They're
that's
Cynthia?
mad
crazy.
because I booted up two of the guys out. Two moles, I
Wow.
booted them out. So now they're coming in with fake profile. That's all right. I'm fixing to go at them, brother Melvin, in a few.
Yeah,
Uh,
I'm gonna put it on YouTube where I can listen. So I'll be listening. But much love to you guys. Uh, like I said, I appreciate each and every one of you, and we all are in each other's prayers and hearts, and just stay faithful to the Most High, and He will look out for you.
thank you, brother.
Thank you for stopping by,
All
man.
right.
We really
Happy
appreciate all your
Shabbat,
Thank you,
y'all.
info.
brother.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Good night.
Bye, Spencer. Have a good night.
Good night.
Take care of your dad.
Bye, Spencer.
Hold on a second.
Okay, good night, everyone. Good
Good
night.
night.
Good
Good
night.
night, everyone in the chat. Good night.
Oh, what a night! What a night!
Yeah, they come and try to interrupt the live feed. I already knew who I was going to kick out today in advance already. I already knew. I've been waiting. I've been trying to give people chances, but hey, I just had to eliminate them, bro. And they gave me no choice.
Yeah, I know, man. I kind of like that guy, dude. But if he's up to no good, bye bye. Like I told you, primo, it's your show, and if si no lo quieres aquí,
I went up to
mándalo a
where the
Chihuahua un
screenshot was
baile.
taken, and he was the only one that was here in that time frame.
Oh wow.
When he came in, that's when the screenshot was taken, and they're sending it to the other people who posted it in their group. So I went and he was the one that was here, and that's what put it out.
Yep, he was next. Tubers. Yeah, he is learning. He has good manners.
Yeah, basically what happened, brother, since we're doing the show, there was two people that was kind of interrupting the show, and which I already had been keeping an eye on one for a couple of weeks now. Um, but I got a message of a certain screenshot that somebody took, and they placed it in another site. And when I went back to look who was here, well, that's an individual that had just jumped in. So that's the guy I booted out. They gave me no choice but to boot him out. And then, of course, you've seen what happened with the other person. I booted him out too. He was interrupting the chat. Instead of asking questions to Brother Melvin about something, he comes talking about he's upset because of something happened somewhere else. So I had no choice but to boot him out. They got nothing else better to do. We still had a pretty good show in spite of them trying to interrupt the show. And if they only knew that Fridays is always a slow. I think it's one of the slowest days of the week, believe it or not, right? Where there's not that many viewers. For some reason, Fridays is one of those nights. But I catch a lot of views after a lot of people tune in afterwards and watch the videos or watch us afterwards. There you go. He says, "Good night, Exuberance. This is Spencer. Little Spencer, man. Yeah, he's a good kid, man. His father is a good man. You remind me of when I was raising my son around that age. My son has long hair, man, like Spencer Jr. He's 23. He got long hair. Well, beyond the box, I'll try to do good here in spiritual and cryptid encounters. Try to do good things, but as you can see, people keep on targeting us, trying to see if we're gonna get mad. I'm not gonna get mad because they're not worth my time. They want us to address them or say their names. I'm not even going to do that tonight. The only thing I can say is you continue to come here with fake profiles, or you're gonna get booted out. Bottom line, we're not playing here in spiritual encrypted encounters. Right there. Yeah. Boom.
Stimulate. His name is
And boom.
Stimulate.
That's simple. That's simple. That's simple. Somebody that I've never seen before comes in here and says, "Who got the boot?" They got the boot too. How do we? I'm not going to be playing around with these people, especially when they come in here and disrespect the viewers or the members of spiritual encrypted encounters, or they disrespect my guests, or they try to take screenshots and try to make fun of us. I don't got time for that. I'm just going to boot them out. If I know eventually I'll reach the 3,000 marker, but I'd rather weed out the bad weeds, right? So and leave the good people here. Yes, You seen it, cousin Jesse, what they were doing?
Yep.
You were seeing the chat. It gave me no choice, bro. One of them was
Yep. Yep. I've been
one of them
watching,
was
man.
talking about brother Josh Turner. I mean, it says there clearly what the show is about. Brother Melvin sharing spiritual experiences. I knew that Brother Melvin wasn't feeling well. He hasn't been feeling well since last time he made a video with us, which was last weekend. He hasn't been feeling well. He's been sick. You know, he was saying what happened. He got spiritually attacked. He called me on the Sunday. We prayed. We tied a binary rebuked any kind of form of witchcraft or necromancy. And he's still feeling sick right now. And even like that, you know, they just want to come and interrupt the chat, being disrespectful. You know, it's like, I don't got time for that. As y'all can see, I'm not the one trolling anybody. They come troll spiritual encrypted encounters. So what do you think about all this, cousin? I mean, I know we're having a good show with Brother Melvin, but he wasn't feeling well. I know that when he feels better, you know, that we'll invite him back.
Yeah, no, man. It's a bunch of, to say it politely, hooey, man. You want to come in here and just talk about whatever they want to talk and not what we're talking about, man. That's a big giveaway right there, man. If you're gonna come in here and you see what we're talking about, don't be asking questions about what the topic is not. Stay on topic, and you'll be all right. Anything other than that, that will get you canned. You're out of here. As simple as that. Because like I told you, it's your show, and if you don't want him here, adios. Te wacho.
Yeah. But that's part of the battle of good and evil, brothers and sisters. Um, I've witnessed that when I was a kid. You've seen things, cousin, when you were a kid of the balance. I mean, you know that evil lady, what she will make you do, just so your brothers and sisters can eat. You know,
Yep, yep. I had to kiss some feet. No, I mean, I even took ass whippings for my brothers, man, because another lady that my dad was with, her kids would pee the bed and they would blame my little brother, and he would always get beat. So while she was trying to beat him, I'd be in the way and take the beating myself. Yeah, I've seen a lot of stuff like that, cuz.
like I said, I've been fighting spiritually all my life. I've even been in combat, and I've been in situations that I can't speak about. I'll just leave it at that. Um, we're still going to continue to do spiritual encrypted encounters in spite of who's trying to infiltrate or who's trying to come up against in a negative way. We're going to continue to do what we do here, whether you like it or not. You're not going to stop us. I'm just trying to help y'all. I'm really trying to help these individuals to find their way, to find Jesus Christ, to change their ways. It's never too late to repent for your sins and ask God for forgiveness. Never too late. But if you dabbled more in the negative side than the good, then you already know what's going to happen at the time of judgment. You know, it's all on y'all. I'm just trying to help y'all awaken spiritually. When you do more evil than good, it's already telling you. You put the evil that you do on the scale, and it balances out. You doing more evil works. Don't expect a star or a heart as a sticker, right? You're like, well, I was a good boy. Most sure all of y'all Probably had a half a happy face or half a star because you acted bad in school. I mean, you're all freaking grown up, and you don't want to be playing games, man. We don't got time for that. So that's
Yep, yep,
three
yep, yep.
individuals that I got rid of. One yesterday and two today because they were infiltrating.
Yeah, he and Cynthia. You could tell he's not fake. Melvin is not fake. Everything that he's talking about, I believe, because of just the way that he says it. I detect no lie.
I guess Melvin touched them in the wrong way because they sure came here trolling, trying to interrupt the life feed now because he's a good guest to have on the show. They're hating it.
Well, we did 2 hours, cousin. Se pasaron de
Yeah,
volada.
it went by fast. I try to stay as much
Mm-hmm.
focused to the show as possible,
To the topic.
in spite we're being interrupted on the live chat over here. Yeah, he's a good guy. He said he reminds me of me raising my son. I have my son, I seen him and his son. It reminds me of me and my son when I was raising my son. Since we're talking about that, excuse me. Since we're talking about that, I got a response to that.
Incoming,
I got a response. Listen to
incoming,
me.
incoming.
Listen to me.
Fire in the hole. Fire in the hole.
Gunner Saber, Deadbeat Dad. Like I said before, Brother Melvin and Spencer reminds me and my son when I was taking care of my son and raising my son by myself. He's doing the same thing. Ah, hmm. Record this. Hmm. Does that piss you off that two single fathers that raised and are raising the children? Does that piss you off, Stephen Michael? That I did it and he's doing it? Are you missing somebody beside you that is pissing you off? You can't be in the same category as us. That's what's pissing you off. Ah, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I forgot, man, that you don't have your son with you. You haven't had your son for the past two Christmas. Why is that, Stephen Michael? Why is that? Because you're a deadbeat dad. That's why you send the troops. Because it's pissing you off that a father raised his son and a single father, Brother Melvin, that has his son on there, and we're keeping it real here. Pisses you off that his son is right there beside him, just like my son is around me, that you don't get that opportunity. That's why you're pissed off with the whole world. Right. It upsets you. That's why you came in here with your little troopers trying to interrupt the show. Where's your son? I want to see you do it live. I want to see you do it live with your son right there beside you. It's never going to happen. Why? Because his little Hunter is doing very well with his mother. She's doing an awesome freaking job. Sister Melissa, thumbs up for being the father and mother to little Hunter. Thumbs up. Stephen Michael, boo. No vale Stephen Michael.
Still in Spain.
That's why he got pissed off. I'm like, why are these people coming here all pissed off and studying and talking about our views? Is because it triggered him. Now we know what your trigger is. Imagine him going to the grocery store and seeing somebody with a son or a daughter. He gets triggered because you don't have his son with him, and it's something. Ronnie says, "My son is the light of my love, just as we were the light of the Heavenly Father." I'm just calling it straight. I'm just calling it straight, man.
Come get these cachetadas.
Uh, he's gonna say, on tomorrow's show, and I'm abnormal indigestion. I'm gonna have my son with me. He's gonna have a freaking puppet right beside him because his son is not with him. He won't be with him for a very long time. His son is safely with his mother, and he's very happy with his mother, Sister Melissa, doing an awesome job. Does that take you off me saying that? Stephen Michael Corn the Cobb, Clay Corn, whatever the hell you want to call you? You know
Boy,
how much
boy.
evidence is out there about you that you're not capable of being a father because you have so many different personalities that you're going to continue to fail. And Sister Melissa will be the primary course custodian of Little Hunter. And F you, puto. Well, not puto, puta. F you, puta. Oh, man.
You want to read that one right
But
there,
then
cousin?
we get it.
You want to read that one?
Uh, like I said before, like I said before, we're sticking, we stick. I've seen that profile on before, infiltrating at me one time. The Magnolias come in a negative way, so you should have used a different profile. Booted from YouTube and Restream. Uh, Hell no. See, I've been onto this individual for a long time. I try to give people a chance. When I talk about that, I have the spiritual abilities. I have them. I've been having them. That's why I'm a little bit different than everybody else. Cousin Jesse, you remember how I used to be when I was younger, a teenager. I, I would ignore a lot of people because I was trying to do my spiritual things of what I'm being shown to do. But yes, now I know what the trigger is for this fool. How do you expect to get your son if you're a deadbeat dad and you can't even keep your house clean, man? So much about you. I think we made a point pretty valid here in spiritual cryptid encounters. Well, you're gonna go cry to your other mothers, uh, Crazy Dana and Crazy Janice, about what we're saying, so they can defend you because you can defend yourself. I gave you the platform here, try to make some peace. You didn't want peace, so now it's like I don't even want to speak to you, man. It's not worth it because the difference between me and you is that I'm going to continue to be blessed by the Heavenly Father. In your case, the way you're going by next Christmas, It's going to be a lonely Christmas again for you. It's going to be 3 years of loneliness for you. Take that test. How come you don't take that test that everybody talks about? That's what I want to know. How come you don't take that test? What was it? Was a psychological test or something you got to take, cousin Jesse?
A
Yeah. How come
psychosexual
you don't take the
test.
psychosexual test? Why do you hiding? Why do you want to take it? That's all you got to do is take that. You take that test, and you might have some privileges with Hunter. How come you don't want to take it? What are you hiding? What are you afraid of? What are you trying to hide? How come you don't take it? uh, Exhibit said that's why so many OGs fallen. No, they were infiltrating, bro, I'm gonna continue to boot them out, man. You know,
We've been onto them
for
for a
me, it's not
while.
about. I've been talking about it. Cousin Jesse knows. And he's like, well, just give them a chance. They're pretty cool, they're funny or whatever, but they messed up today. They took the screenshot. That's it, man. I'm not playing no games with anybody. Afuera. If the profile ain't legit and it's just a profile and the people are not genuine, then they're out of here. I don't got time. The only way that I might bring them back, they call me through Messenger, let me see their face so I know who I'm talking to, if they're genuine people. Because if they don't show you their face, then to me they're just trolls. That's about the only way I would allow them back on spiritual encrypted encounter. So if you're listening, who was the one that reached out to me? Law? Was it Law?
It was Smurfy.
Was it?
Smurfy
Well, whoever was reaching out to me, let me
and
see your
Log.
face, man. Contact me through Messenger if you're listening, and we'll talk. If you're a real person, we'll talk. If you don't call me, then that's telling me that you've always been a troll.
Yeah, it was
But even
both.
that, then I don't know about when you want to talk about because they can't put anybody to talk for them, pretend they're somebody else.
Well, it's because they're not just watching exuberance; they're making screenshots and sending them to people so that they can see what's going on here.
That's what they did earlier. That's why I looked at the message that was sent to me, and I went up the stream to see who it was, and the one that came here was the Smurfy guy when that happened. Yeah, he was a Smurfy guy that did that because he was the one that came in at that time frame when that happened. Yeah, I don't got time to be playing games, man. I try to, the reason I haven't hadn't kicked anybody out that I was hoping that these people would change their ways and maybe turn the leaf and find out how we really are cool people. We're good peoples, but they choose to be doing the same things that they've been doing with the other camps. So I don't got time for that. Yeah, I mean, what can I do about it? I let it how should it sit for a long time, and it's like today I had to react to it, man. Enough was enough. Um, the guest wasn't feeling well, he was feeling sick, and they kept on, when they brought brother Josh Turner into the picture and all that in the chat, it's like screw this, I don't need that. Boom. That's why I booted that individual out. What's the purpose of that? Answer me that, Primo. What's the purpose of me even doing that?
Nah, that served no purpose because it wasn't what we were talking about.
So what are they trying to do when he does that?
Just disrupting the show.
Yeah.
Because I had seen him on that show over there earlier when I was
Show.
checking it out, and he wanted to stay on that subject over there. He should have stayed over there.
Oh, you talking about Brother Josh Turner show?
Yeah, yeah, I saw Smurfy over there. I said hi to him. Talking about how could he know it was me? He said for me to show him my foot that's got the missing toe. So I told him they call me el 19.
Man, what am I supposed to do, man? The only thing I can do is you know, get rid of the trolls, man. I got no choice. Maybe you've seen something different, but I'm keeping an eye on the chat. When people don't think I'm paying attention to the chat, I am.
Yeah, they seem to think that because you're not responding to what they're saying that you're not watching. And you know I'm watching. I'm watching everything that goes on in the show, man. On the live, on the chat, I'm watching everything, man.
So yeah, we need to keep Brother Melvin in prayers. Him and his son Spencer. Try to pray for him daily, brother and sister, so he can get better. And yeah, I already knew they were going to come and try to interrupt the show because we I think Sister Maddie and Brother Exuberance posted that we were going to go live. I know we don't have that many viewers right now, but that's okay. It's about the quality and the good
Not the
members.
quantity.
Yeah.
That's where he was when I talked to him earlier, Cynthia. But that doesn't mean he's not working overtime.
The thing they gave away, they gave it up is something that we noticed because we've been looking up into him. Was a certain comment that he says every time he comes in. What is it? That comment that he says, cousin?
Was
What's up?
that?
Well, then what's up? Somebody else says the same thing, and I ain't going to say mention the name of the person, which we believed that all arrows pointed that he was the same person saying. And you seen he said "What's up" a lot of times, right? Today, primo.
Yeah.
So he got booted out, like he was doing it intentionally. Like you can't tell it's me. It's me. I use this word. Let me use it again. Let me put it to the test. So you say, I don't even know. Let me do it again. Do it again. And boop. But what? Oh,
No, my word is que pa squeeze. ¿Qué pasó,
oh man.
loco?
So I think we
Yeah, my circle is real small,
yeah, we
Ernie.
lost some more
My
people, but
circle is
that's
real
okay.
small. My circle is just family. I don't mess with nobody outside my family, man. When it comes to hanging out with people, brothers, sisters, cousins, that's what who I hang out with. I really don't have friends. Ooh, we going for a 3 hour mark, 2 hours and 34 minutes. Yeah, I seen when I was in there earlier, Cynthia. I seen a lot of people that we vexed out from here, and they were all on PRT.
I'll be back, cousin.
Don't mean
I'll be right back.
that doesn't mean that they're not spying. What you got a sad face for, Beyond the Box? Yes, exuberance. Yes, they do. Exactly, Lermy. Like I said, I was in PRT. I was in PRT earlier, and I saw a lot of people that used to come here that we've X'd out. But like I said, that just because they're over there doesn't mean they're not spying on Josh. Well, would I forget? Beyond the Box, you're in here. I said hi. I've been making sure that you're here. Oh, you lost you lost Murphy. I'm sorry about that. Beyond the Box. So, how's everybody doing tonight? I hope that everybody's good.
There you go. I'm back.
If you're in here beyond the box, you're in the circle.
Yeah, I've done podcasts with you, Beyond the Box. I've been on your show, and you're cool in my book. I mean, we're from the same location in Killeen. I remember you. You know, it's crazy how some people just are infiltrating, man. I try to be cool with everybody, but I got to do what I have to do to protect the guests that we have on, and the viewers, the members of Spiritual Encrypted Encounters.
Yes, Cynthia, I know. We video chatted. That was cool. Oh wow, that's messed up, Runner. Is he okay? Awesome exuberance.
But in saying that, how much battery power you got, cousin?
I still got 27%,
Yeah.
cousin.
Then we can call it a night if you want to. Uh,
Yeah, if you want to call it a night, we'll call it a night,
yeah,
cousin. You know, it's your show, man.
we'll do another show tomorrow. Is there anything you would like to
Um,
say, or whatever you want to say? But you can say whatever, cousin. The floor is yours, man.
um, we're just trying to make this show better. We don't mean to disrespect anybody, but if you're here trolling, then we find out that you are doing so, then you have to go. Speaking of that, I hope that the Lord protects y'all while you sleep, and may your day be filled with blessings when you wake up. And on that note, I will see y'all tomorrow. Cousin, thank you for having me.
Hola, primo.
Cynthia, good night.
In saying that, brothers and sisters, I just want to say that I'm sorry. Uh, that I have to do what I have to do, but they give me no choice. As you can see, I'm not trying to start anything. I haven't really posted nothing all day today about anybody, but you know, they want to continue to play these childish games, which that's what they are, the childish games. I'm not going to be playing it with these individuals no more. No, no, and I'll continue to boot out. I'm still going to continue to do my works, doing my investigations whenever the weather is better. Do some investigations, see if I can catch any more evidence of the DDN, disembodied demonic Nephilim. But I'll continue to do this podcast, spiritual encrypted encounters, to share anything that I capture when I go and investigate. I guess I can share the picture that I finished a show with yesterday. How you doing, Sister Nellie Turner? I can share the picture from yesterday. Let me see if I can find it. That I said I was going to share because people wanted to see it. So a lot of people had left. So I'm going to share that picture right now. Uh, see if I can find it. Yeah, here you go. Let me light up the screen for y'all. We'll end up the show with this picture here. What do y'all think about this picture? Take a look at this picture that was uh, shared by us by Brother Joel Burgess from the UK. Something he captured while he was out there in the woods. How you doing, Sister Nellie Turner? I'll let y'all look at that picture right there, see what you see. That's a picture from Brother Burgess. He went to the location where um, that he believes a witch does uh does witchcraft and alchemist in this area in the woods. I believe even people have wind up missing in this area. Him and his dogs went out there and he was just taking photographs, and this is one of the photographs he captured uh, from that area in the woods. That's deep into in the woods where he lives. He talks about that there's a giant dogmen or werewolves out there, and here's an example of that. What do you think about that picture right there, brothers and sisters? That's from a picture from the UK. Brother Joel Burgess sent that. Uh, yes. If you look to the right, it looks like a female or there's something here, like it's floating or something. looks like a spirit of some sort. Over here looks like a head with black eyes. There's a nose. There's a mouth. Looks like a female's face. Of course, the ears, the eyes, the nose. Over here looks like a shadow figure. There's the face. So there's a lot of things in this picture. I believe somebody said there was something else over here, somewhere over here, but literally you could tell there's something here. You know, if it's in disembodied form or shadow figure, like a shadow figure here. Looks like a head of a woman right here. There's the chin, the mouth, the nose, and the no eyes. Looks like a skull of some sort, but it's still with a figure shape of a woman. Here is the either werewolf, dogman, whatever you want to call it. The ears, the eyes, the muzzle. There's the face, and there's the body of it. So a lot of activity in this picture. I do not know how tall that is, but uh, there's a lot of activity in that picture. Yes, like three, Pablo 55. Yeah, he sent me a message yesterday that there were -2 where he lives in the UK, that he was at his father's home trying to stay warm. I guess they have a chimney or something, but he's -2 where he's at, so maybe that's why he's not able to uh, be here tonight. So keep Brother Joel Burgess and his family in prayers. Last night they were at -2 in the UK, freezing. Yeah, this is one of the photos that people was wanting me to show last night at the end of the show, but a lot of the viewers had left. And tonight we had brother oof, Melvin on, but he wasn't feeling well. He was feeling sick, but he lasted. He did the show with us for 2 hours. Our chat was being interrupted by two individuals, in which I was surprised. But I've been knowing about this individual, so I had to boot him out. I had no choice but to boot him out. You know, I felt they were trying to interrupt the live feed, uh, so I had to boot him out. They gave me no choice but to boot him out. One of them come in here complaining, insisting on eternity if you're here. One of them come in here interrupting the chat, complaining that he was timed out or he was hidden over in y'all's chat, and he came over here complaining about it. And he brought Brother Josh Schroeder's name up, and I wasn't having it. Uh, I had to boot him out. I had no choice but to boot him out. He tried to apologize to me afterwards with a different profile, but I just felt that if he was interrupting y'all's chat over there, it's because he was doing it intentionally. They come over here and starts interrupting my chat, it's because it's done intentionally. So I booted him out. You know, he's not on YouTube. He's not on stream. He gave me no choice, and I booted another individual out for taking a screenshot and sending it to the other individuals so they can put a screenshot of how many viewers we got. they're trying to make a fun of our reviews when they what's the name plays a video. It has for about 2 or 3 days with zero views because nobody's watching them. So they come and take a picture. They circle me and circle my cousin Jesse, and it has my guest on there. And yeah, I think at that time we had 23 views because we had barely started. So they placed it over there, making fun of us. So I went up the list to see who popped in there around the time frame. I seen who it was, and I believe that the person uh, with the fake profile is Confronting. Because of a certain phrase that he says, so he got booted out. I'm not playing games with these individuals anymore. But in saying that, I was just showing you this picture that people are requesting it for me to show it again, so I'm showing it to y'all. This is from the UK, from Brother Joel Burgess, of something that he captured. He wanted to show it to me. Brother Melvin has shown me a picture of a mountain. Well, I can go to that if you want me to. So for those that didn't see, of titans, or should I say, Nephilim, which are actually, I guess, fossilized or whatever. Well, I don't know the proper term for it, but I can show you that picture too, real quick. Let me see if I can find it. All right. I'll share that mountain that's supposed to be Nephilim that are, I guess, fossilized, or if that's a proper word, where they turn into stone. Let me share it with you. Yeah, petrified, petrified. Make it the screen bigger. Here's the faces of the giants from this mountain that are petrified. The face here, face here, and I believe he said the other one was lower somewhere. He said there's like three here. I just don't know where the other two. This is from I think he said Albuquerque, New Mexico, or something like that. Where in this mountain, for whoever missed the show, you might want to watch what he was saying about this. That there's activity in this mountain where they've seen Bigfoots and werewolves. Plus, one of the things that I always see in this area is shapeshifter and skinwalkers. But this is supposedly the faces of petrified petrified Nephilim, or what he called Titans, right? I think the other one is somewhere down here. He said it was three up here, but in this mountain, he said there's a lot of activity that people wind up missing when they go up here to this mountain area. I think there's another picture about that. There you go. Maybe you can see it better there. The faces here, here. I think the other one is right here. I can't remember where the other one is, but he said that those are titans or petrified Nephilim that died, and they're petrified. You can see their faces on the mountain. Go to y'all. I'll leave the picture up there for y'all so y'all can check it out. Cousin Jesse's still awake. So let me get that off of there. No, I'm on live. Okay. And of course, he had other pictures also of some owls. Let me see if I can get to those if it allows me. There's a video y'all can watch. Check out that video. It's a video of some owls that will follow him. Check out the video. So here you go, folks. I just winding down. Getting ready to call it a night. Um, like I said, I had to do what I had to do tonight. You know, get some individuals that were interfering here on my live stream. I had to do what I had to do, uh, and I will continue to do that. People coming in here talking about people that are my friends. Something that happened to where they were in their chat. Uh, and then interrupt my chat with that. I don't want to hear that. Understand that, brothers and sisters. This is I'm going to call it a night. Everybody have a beautiful, blessed evening. We will be going live tomorrow, hopefully. Uh, hopefully we don't get too many trolls like we're getting tonight. In saying that, God bless every one of y'all. Let's see, beyond the boxes I had to fight over my cat one night. I don't advise to anyone. I kicked my butt, the top of my head in here. I have scars. Hello, but I have a cat. Yeah, you gotta be careful with the cats because the cat might have rabies. So I would suggest to go get checked to make sure it didn't have any kind of rabies. I knew a cat lady that lived in Harker Heights, sister beyond the box, that I will help her because she had a lot of cats. She would shelter cats, and Walmart would donate cat litter and cat food for the cats. And there was this cat she had in the cage, and I was helping her clean. I will go help her clean. She was a German lady. I will help her clean the cages, and I went up to this cage where the mom was there, and the mom was acting strange, and she was hissing at me. Then the little cats were hissing at me too. So to me, it felt that there was something wrong with them, and she was like, "Oh no, that's just the way they are." But what happened is, I guess those cats attacked her, and she got rabies. So they had to give her all kinds of shots. I'm thinking that they came and they took all the cats away from her. Uh, she had a big, beautiful house, but the house was full of cats. I guess the husband had left her because there was nothing but cats inside her house. In every room, she had cages, she had cats everywhere. The cats had taken over the house. Oh, I thought she was talking about a cat. I'm sorry. Yeah, I was one will come and try to scratch you in the face, try to go for your eyes. That's what they do. They're hunters of the night. That's when the hunt is at nighttime. I used to see them all the time out there in the fields. But it's in there, brothers and sisters. I'm signing off for the night. God bless you. Thank you all for tuning in to Spiritual Encrypted Encounters. Y'all have a beautiful, blessed evening, a blessed morning. God bless every single one of y'all, and y'all have a good night. This is Sarnasius, Brother Abe, signing off for Spiritual Encrypted Encounters. God bless every single one of y'all.